Rolling. Nice job. So again, we're going to try and work Mr. R, work in his little mat. We'll maybe warm up a little bit too, right, Roy? With some engagement from the environment. So if there's times where your babe does get a little bit lost or distracted, don't view it as him not trying to be a good guy or being disobedient. He's probably a bit overwhelmed by the environment. So remember that when working any new skills, you do want to practice in a classroom-like setting, which could be your yard, could be inside your home, or a nice calmer or quieter outdoor venue. But if your babe tends to get excited or overwhelmed quickly, I'd recommend to create first some skill base at the home front and then start generalizing those skills. So now as Mr. R is getting more comfortable, I want to see if we can start working a little bit with maybe some lying down positions on our mat. Beautiful. If in the beginning we have to lure him to the position, no big deal. I want him to start thinking that relaxing in the space could be of value too. So again, we're going to lower. Nice. I'm going to see if I can get him to hold the position. Yes. If he finds this difficult, I do try to keep them short and sweet. So again, we'll do a couple little feeds right onto the ground to help him sort of keep his body stationary in the down position. I would really love to see him relax by putting his weight onto one side of his hip, so that way it's more of a relaxed down. But if this is as good as he gets for today, that is perfectly okay. So remember, if we don't feed for the almost there or the attempts, we may never get to the full behavior because all of their attempts were never really good enough. So nothing tended to earn a reinforcement. So sometimes we might be doing what's called shaping, which is sometimes creating little steps to the behavior and feeding for those baby steps in the right direction, even if they're not the full behavior we were hoping for. So when we're working obviously with some other skills, we want to see if we can start to help him generalize those behaviors. So if you're finding that in the beginning, like let's say we're working on our bed and we're working on this stay behavior, you want to start off with short duration. So I always like to think of my 3 Ds when practicing. So my first D is my duration, so the time frame in which my dog can do well and handle the situation or handle the skill or behavior we're working on. The third is going to be the hardest one, which we'll get onto. The one after duration would be your distance. So how far could I get? Ready? All done. How far could I get from my dog when they're practicing, let's say, a stay? It may only be about a foot or so. Later, it might turn into several feet, maybe yards. But in the beginning, it's going to start off really short for the distance. As they get more fluid, you will start to add in more distractions. So obviously, if you're having some distractions, like some noises, could be a great way to add in distractions. Let's say, for example, distractions could also come in the form, right, of visual distractions or odor as well. Nice job. So, but let's say he's having a hard time with the level of distraction. Right? We could again get one good little breath, feed him for that, and then we'd be all done and we get up and we break so we can end on an easier but more comfortable note. Nice job, sir. So you can see that with Mr. R, he's been doing a real nice job doing some of this engagement and practicing his place behavior. Nice job, sir. Good work. Splendid.